What if your wizard could cheat death, outwit demigods, and shape the fate of a continent? Sometimes all in a single day. Welcome to the legendary Circle of Eight, Greyhawk's notorious cabal of wizards. In this deep dive, we'll reveal their feuds with use, shadowy clone experiments, and surprising secrets most DMs never uncover. First, who are the Circle of Eight? Founded by the powerful Archmage Mordenkainen, the Circle's goal is balance. Not good, not evil, but equilibrium in the flanesse. As first detailed in the original World of Greyhawk setting, the early Circle consisted of Mordenkainen, Bigby, Bucknard, Drawmidge, Leomund, Nystall, Otterluke, Otto, and, after some changes, Rary joined. Tensa, though famous, wasn't always among the first eight. Membership evolved over the years. Mordenkainen's philosophy is core. He believes no side should dominate for long, lest the world fall into ruin. This approach sometimes puts the Circle at odds with classic heroes, and even gods, not to mention other power-hungry groups across Greyhawk. The Circle's vision? Prevent any cataclysmic imbalance, no matter the cost, or the enemies made. Let's meet some of these arcane legends. Bigby is famous for conjuring magical hands, from forceful hand to interposing hand spells. Otto's irresistible dance originated in a contest of wit and magic against rival spellcasters. Otterluke's sphere spells and Leomund's extra-dimensional magics also began as personal innovations. Each member's name lives on in spellbooks to this day. But what exactly was the Circle's purpose in the wider world? Towering above petty politics, the Circle monitors threats, both magical and mundane. They often help contain extraplanar invasions, prevent the misuse of ancient artifacts, like those left by the Solois and Baklunish after the twin cataclysms, and play puppet master behind the scenes in Greyhawk's ever-shifting alliances. No foe has challenged the Circle quite like Eos. This snarling half-demon demigod carved a kingdom of terror in the north. The Circle, respecting their doctrine of balance, viewed Eos's blood-soaked conquests as a dire threat to all, not just to the city of Greyhawk. That's why their feud is legendary throughout the flanesse. The Greyhawk Wars, spanning 585 to 588 CY, exploded as Eos's armies unleashed chaos. The Circle of Eight devised magical countermeasures, borders defenses, and enchanted agents. Their interventions weren't always open. Rumour has it, Mordenkainen pulled strings among nobles, while Bigby coordinated spell duels against Eos's warlocks on the front. But even the greatest wizards can't prevent every disaster. During and after the wars, the Circle's efforts were constantly subverted by Eos's agents, sowing distrust. They even supported orders like the Knights of the Watch and worked with rival city-states to keep Eos's empire in check, as detailed in the From the Ashes supplement. The Circle's enemies aren't only outside their walls. Perhaps the most infamous betrayal in Greyhawk's long history is Rary's treachery. In 584 CY, as peace was to be sealed at the day of Great Signing, Rary, with Robalar's aid, murdered two fellow Circle members, Tensa and Otterluke. This shocking event nearly shattered the Cabal and left Mordenkainen scrambling to rebuild. Why did Rary turn traitor? Official accounts suggest Rary believed the Circle's balance philosophy had failed. He theorized that some threats could only be ended with overwhelming force, not endless manipulation. When the Circle disagreed, Rary and Robalar massacred their old comrades, then fled to the Bright Desert to establish their own sinister Empire of Rary. Tensa's death should have ended him. But here, Greyhawk's lore gets even juicier: the clone spell. Many Circle members, including Tensa, had secret clones, hidden magical duplicates, scattered in fortified sanctums. Thanks to this magic, Tensa returned to life, albeit weakened and paranoid, setting up more clone backups to avoid Rary's reach again. Clones aren't infallible. Bucknard, one of the founding members, famously disappeared and is widely believed to have suffered a cloning mishap or sabotage, according to From the Ashes and Living Greyhawk Gazetteer. The Circle's security obsession stems in part from these clone-related failures. There's always the chilling risk of a clone falling into enemy hands. A Circle member's clone isn't just a backup, it's an arcane secret nearly worth killing for. Most clones are hidden in heavily warded lairs, secret demiplanes, or under guard by loyal constructs and apprentices. There are documented cases of rival archmages, cultists, and even adventurers making entire careers out of searching for one of these storied clone vaults. Curious how clones play out in high-stakes conflict? Consider Tensor. After Rary's attack, Tensor's soul was initially blocked from his clone, but followers and allies retrieved magical fragments to restore him fully, as detailed in Return of the Eight. Narratively, this means clone resurrection isn't automatic. It can require quests, powerful spells, and risky rituals. It's not all immortal grandstanding. Circle members actively research new magic and keep tabs on dangerous entities. Drawmage is renowned for his mastery of sea magic and underwater strongholds along the Azure Sea. He ensures the safety of coastal kingdoms, using the Circle's resources to monitor threats both above and below the waves, crucial against sea-based invasions. Otto, beyond inventing his signature spell, acts as the Circle's master of charm and transformation magic. His work on magical music and mind-influencing enchantments makes him the target for espionage, and a valuable counteragent against cults of Vecna and other manipulative forces. DMs, imagine a Circle mission to foil a concert gone catastrophically magical. The Circle also battles threats like the Scarlet Brotherhood, a secretive, xenophobic order bent on domination. Particularly during the post-war years, the Circle opposed their schemes to incite civil wars, topple governments, and seize forbidden magics, often supplying information and magical aid to resistance fighters, as shown in The Adventure Begins. Planar threats are another crisis. In the Vecna Lives module, members of the Circle directly confront Vecna's rise and his cult. Here, official lore shows the Circle using planar travel, extraplanar sanctums, and sealing spells to contain Vecna's power and prevent his escalation to godhood. This cemented their reputation as Earth's arcane last line of defense. Extraplanar sanctums aren't just a legend. Drawmage and Mordenkainen both maintain labs on the ethereal and astral planes. These spaces let them research in secret, away from Ayuz's spies and the prying eyes of rival archmages. Perfect for both clone storage and dangerous magic experiments. Adventurers can stumble on these labs with unpredictable consequences. The Circle's internal politics are legendary. Not every member trusts the others. Alliances and rivalries constantly shift, and apprentices sometimes uncover forbidden lore. This creates endless plot hooks. Imagine your party sent to test the loyalty of a new recruit, or secretly spy on another wizard at the Circle's behest. Membership of the Circle changed dramatically after the betrayals. New faces like Warren Starcoat and Theodane Eriasson, each with their own ambitions, joined to fill the void. Warnes, a skilled illusionist, once worked as Greyhawk's chief magical advisor. Theodane, a rare elven member, was recruited to broaden the Circle's vision and magical expertise, as described in The Adventure Begins. The Circle's influence in Greyhawk is both subtle and immense. They advise city rulers, intervene in magical disasters, and even manipulate the outcome of wars, always for their version of balance. But they risk public suspicion, especially after visible betrayals like Rary's, and must operate in the shadows as often as in the open council chambers. For Dungeon Masters, the Circle of Eight offers outstanding plot hooks. Maybe your players are hired to disrupt Ayuz's latest ritual, or tasked to retrieve a stolen clone from an ancient ruin before it falls into Vecna's hands. Was your PC once an apprentice to Otterluke, called back for a favor? The narrative possibilities are endless. Ever wonder what secret lies in Mordenkainen's sanctum? Or why Tenser's tower hides so many mysterious traps? Leave a comment with your favourite circle member, and share if your party ever tangled with Greyhawk's most notorious wizards. Hit like and subscribe for more legendary D&D lore. And may your spellbooks stay secret, your clones secure, and your cabals free of traitors.